You're watching this video because someone made a comment, several people made nasty comments, and I went looking because when someone tells me something, even if they're being mean, I go research it. Joshua Ryan Vogelsong, otherwise known as Joshua Ryan V. So Joshua Ryan V. Instagram. Probably created 2013, April. No idea, but it could be April 1st. Comet Ping Pong Instagram. Yes, there's one that's named Comet Ping Pong. Right? Well, yeah. I wonder when it was created and who created it. Instagram, created around 2015, February. Or sometime after. Instagram doesn't have a time of date when it was built information. It could have been built later. There has been no change on it, and you can look up the timing for the postings because it occurred 2016, November 7th. But it could technically be old. Yes, this is an example of plausible deniability. I gotta do the melon guy. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's get the melon guy. I'm not saying it was created after the meme came up. I'm just saying it was. This was brought up to me that I should look it up, and I found it. Also, the website for Comet Ping Pong is going to be discussed here. The oldest archive done by Pizzagate was... This is an example of people, Pizzagate, grabbing the proof and blah, 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 and then they made a mistake. All the postings are still there. You can look up the archives for them. The archives are below. Archive.il or archive.org. Instagram.com/Joshua Ryan V and Comet Ping Pong. And these are, of course, very incriminating. All right. So, how many postings? Well, you can't see all of them. Yeah, there's literally 2 of them are missing or something like that. 10. Almost all of them are visible. The Joshua account has made it private, but you can still see the stuff that was archived. And you can look at it if you want to. It's a guy who is if you're curious, he's a old school female impersonator, performer. Doesn't look female. He's basically a Halloween makeup kind of guy. I'm not trying to be mean to him. That's just what he is. He's an entertainer, most likely. Think more like a person just being a weird clown makeup kind of thing. I'm not trying to be mean either. I'm not trying to insult him. That's the best explanation I can give for what he really basically does. He's an entertainer or just a personality and a gadfly. And he apparently is gay, or he could be straight, it doesn't matter, and he has an Instagram account that's just about as boring as all of them. And I mean this in a real way. It's boring because it's the same old you see people putting on Instagram trying to be shocking. So anyway, the Comet Ping Pong website, let me repeat this. The Comet Ping Pong Instagram was probably created after the Comet Ping Pong idea came up, probably after Pizzagate came up. You can decide it wasn't, and Instagram makes it easy for you to have that ability to make that assumption. But all the archives go only back to that date, and that's it. That's all of it. And again, no one archived anything else, and if they did archive it, they found nothing on it. And that's on the Comet Ping Pong one. Josh, however, has a whole bunch of stuff up there, and you can go look at it if you want to. Anyway, the website for Comet Ping Pong was created in 2009. Now, I forgot to do this, but someone reminded me, hey, you might want to look up how it was run, and I forgot how to do this. I'm sorry, I forgot something basic. I typed in Comet Ping Pong /about, just like I tell people to do on YouTube. So what does it say? Well, it says there that it was created in 2009 itself, as well as the archives, with Jimdo. And it says, choose templates, click to customize, add content, in just seconds. It's just that simple. Sign up for your own free website. This is a free website builder kit on a free server. Anyone can make their own website with Jimdo easily and for free. And in the process, that leaves a bunch of default pages around that people think that they're hacking when they look at it. This is like that joke in one of my videos. Kid loads up command prompt, thinks he's a hacker. I play that up by literally doing a funny-looking command prompt, and people are like, and it's like, I just changed the background color to black and the foreground color to green because it's pretty, and because I got used to looking at that in server rooms, because that and amber are the default colors you use because they're easier on the eyes. Some are green people, some are amber. There's some of those out there that are blue people. I don't understand them. But anyway. But yeah, that's why the default pages are that way. And all you have to do is look up, any website about, and then just type in Jimdo and include those sentences. The links are below. I'm summarizing them. But basically, that definitely proves that the Comet Ping Pong website had default pages. That's why they showed up. As for the Instagram account, this one that's named Comet Ping Pong was created after this started happening. Because it was. Okay, if you don't want to believe that, that's fine. And I can't prove it, but the oldest it could be is 2015. And the other guy, well, we'll just go over this. Anyway, it's Instagram Joshua, yada yada, Comet Ping Pong, and it's on archive.org and archive.is, or whatever you want to put in there. cometpingpong.com/about, and then all those archives. And then finally, Instagram account age checker, which estimates as best it can the age of an Instagram account. And sometimes you can all try your Instagrams on it. It doesn't hold any information on the server because it doesn't have the room for it. It can determine pretty quickly whether or not your Instagram account is the age you think it should be. You can check on your own account. Please double check it. And I've looked up that thing, and people say it's wildly wrong most of the time. And the other thing is, it could have been an account that was named Comet Ping Pong and had nothing to do with it. Now, I'm not going to cover the Instagram account that's owned by the actual person, because it's an identifiable person, and you can go look at the archives. You can make a decision, but warning, the guy isn't straight. If you have a problem with that, you're going to see stuff you don't want to see. I'm used to seeing all sorts of stuff on the net that I don't want to see, and I don't have to worry about it. So here was the request. Did you look on the dark web? Are you saying that the photos in questions were never on Jimmy Comet and Josh's Instagram account? This is how I found out about Josh. About Pizzagate being a lie. Come on. If you want to ignore what others are finding out about this, that's up to you. I'm not. People are telling me, look into this. I look into it, and I evaluate it and find that it's mostly, if not entirely, lies. Now, this is the spoken word photography part of it. So, I'm going to bring up the image. This is one image on my screen that holds all the images from Comet Ping Pong's Instagram, because we're going to look at that. You can look at the performance artist kind of guy if you want to, and you can make your decisions. But again, he doesn't have anything to do with this except that apparently he visited Jimmy Comet's, or Comet Ping Pong. Are we getting these names mixed up? So anyway, I'm going to bring up the image. So it has, what does it have on it? First of all, let me get these up in the right order. Okay. The first image on the Comet Ping Pong Instagram, which was, it has like 25 pictures on it, is a picture of that performance guy. Next is that infamous image of the paddle table, the paddle tennis ping pong image, apparently of the inside of the place. The next image over is a birthday party for Comet Ping Pong. The next one is somebody doing a selfie in a window or a mirror. Next one is, how much does your government spend on pizza? That's the meme I already shot down, and it shows all of the different politicians. I should point out, before anybody points it out, if you look at the image, there are more Republicans there because the Republican Party actually had more options for someone to vote for than our stupid Democratic Party in the country that I'm in, because the Democrats are idiots. Just saying. So anyway, next one is just a pizza that was a video. Next is an image from in front of a building of several people. You can make a decision based on that. Next, a image that's obviously a copy of that other person, the performance artist, I'm going to call him, the female impersonator guy's page, and it's a picture of our favorite cocktails, and one of them sounds a little bit like a name he's used as a pseudonym. I don't know. The next one is a picture of literally a cooler full of drinks. Next one is kids show, Friday afternoon, and the next one over that is a video for apparently Loud Boys, Pie Face Girls. And then next one's Big Ups, then a band or group called Childbirth, Colleen Green, and Pouty. I don't know anything about that. Next one is a picture, well, it's a meme with Pikachu, and it involves pizza. Next one is, I'm not going to go into it, but it's racially insensitive, and it's a joke done by a black person. The next one sounds delicious, and it's a picture of a person loading a pizza onto a record player because oh so edgy. Next, the Seth Bogart Show. Next is Flasher Post Pink Puff Pieces. Next is a couple of people wearing 2 t-shirts. Another one is a Dark Side of the Moon cover modified with a pizza slice instead of the prism that splits up the light. Next one is a picture from Independence Day of a spaceship, I guess, shooting pizza at the White House. Okay. Next one is a pizza that's cut up in a very strange way that I've seen people do that. I don't know what it's called. Next one is another one. This is like that joke about someone cuts a slice out of the middle and says everyone wants to see the world burn. Next one is a set of ping pongs, balls, with rainbows over it. You know, like a gay pride flag filter. Next one is promise not to take me home until I've had pizza. And it's a young girl wearing pink hair from the 1940s. Yes, that happened. Talking to, I think that's Fred Astaire. I don't know who it is. I actually can't remember. I need a scorecard for all the good hoofers that danced at the time. So literally that's the entire source. Those are all the images described to you reasonably well. If you want to look at it, I'll have a link below to you. Look at the blow up images and links for Comet Ping Pong's Instagram. Now, if an Instagram has only been set up since this controversy happened, by definition, you should be suspect. The fact that it only contains pizza stuff, but one other person, and it's the other person that's being mentioned, may be a little trolling behavior, and maybe, since that was the last thing posted, was designed to direct people to him. Maybe somebody was doing this because they knew that a lot of people claiming that they're investigating Pizzagate are overtly hating on anybody who's different. Race, creed, color, gender, and sexual preference. And I'd like to point out one of my favorite jokes told to me by someone I know who is a bisexual male who is a fan of Madonna. Every time he had the opportunity to do so, he would make me watch Madonna on stage with all of her dancers. And he said, "You see that guy there?" And I'm like, "Yeah." One day he said, "See that guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Kept pointing him out. "You know why I keep pointing him out?" And I'm like, "No." Because he's the biggest fop, the biggest flamer in the whole bunch, and he's straighter than you are, and he's almost as flaming as you are. Because I am the least masculine sounding guy on earth. When I get near a computer or puppies or whatever, I turn into a complete idiot. And he said, "You're the least masculine person I know, but he's just almost as unmasculine." That was his comment to me because he's bi and he was messing with my head. But he did point out that, yes, Madonna had a dancer on stage that was dead straight. Everybody knew he was straight. But he was part of the dance team because he was fantastic at it. And you'll know him when you see him because he's literally the best one on stage, but he's also the most flamingly homosexual acting person you'd think. But really he was just trying to fit into the crowd. Just saying. You might want to think about these things. Judging a book by its cover is really a bad idea when someone's a counterfeiter in front of you. Next. Yes, he was being fake and gay at the same time. So anyway, I wanted to point out a couple of things here. Number one, the person who brought that up was not being a jerk at the time, and I'm very happy about that. I'm going to close the image. And that was the one from Comet Ping Pong. That's the image set. And the whole thing, literally, all of them fit on one big picture. Okay. It's very obviously that it was set up either to support them or just so somebody could find a Comet Ping Pong Instagram instead of pointing it to things that weren't. I really doubt it's associated with them at all. And again, Instagram, like a lot of websites, doesn't do time and date stamps because that would clear stuff up. Next video will be all the commentary that was thrown at me that was negative concerning this. I'll try to get it down to less than 15 minutes. It's a long one. I'm not going to do that kind of joke. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.